morning, class. Today we will be finishing our unit on slavery. We're going to be reading an excerpt by Harriet Beecher Stowe on Uncle Tom's Cabin. Yesterday we did a whole little skit about what it's like to be a slave, whether you were in-house, out-house, infield, outfield. And today we're going to actually read part of Uncle Tom's Cabin, which is just a part of what Uncle Tom went through as a slave. And now that you guys have read the passage, I'm going to have you guys break up into groups of 2 or 3 or 4, depending on how many people you want to discuss with. And you will go over the statements. Now, there is a yes or no answer for the mastery part, so you have to support that with the text. And if you feel like you want to debate, you're more than welcome to do with your group. For understanding, that is your opinion or your take based on what's said in the text. And then synthesis is what the text was about. So in groups of 3 or 4, we're going to discuss. And there's no writing, but you will be assessed on your participation in your group discussion. And then also at the end, I will show images for your emotional reaction as a class discussion. So the first one for the mastery is Uncle Tom was transported by horse and carriage to the new plantation in New Orleans. Who wants to? Who agrees with that or disagrees? Would you like to answer?
I think he's on a boat.
He is on a boat. He is actually chained on a boat, and he is going down the Red River. Okay. Another one from mastery. Having searched through Uncle Tom's pockets, Mr. Simon Lee, that is the master, did not take anything and allowed Uncle Tom to keep all his belongings. Brittany.
No. He took the handkerchief from his pocket.
You're correct. For understanding, Uncle Tom's faith is important to him. Joe, would you like to answer, Joe?
He keeps a Bible in his pocket.
So basically, from reading, you understand that he was hurt because his hymn book, which is his Songs for Christians, praise and worship, I guess, was taken away from him, and also his Bible. So that just shows that those two things were really important to him. And he probably, I know if you guys didn't read the whole text, but throughout the whole text, it's about his journey as a Christian slave and how his faith got him through. Uncle Tom was comfortable at his previous location as a slave. This is kind of tricky. It's in the beginning, first paragraph. I'll give you a hint. Yes.
I agree. He was comfortable. Says he was there with his wife and his children, and he had indulgent owners, which I think meant that they were good to him. And
Correct. Good. Okay, and then
But how could any slave be really, really comfortable?
comfortable. I don't think he means comfortable as in cozy, like sitting on a lounge chair. I think he means comfortable as in he wasn't tortured or as punished as other slaves were, and he was comfortable in the sense that he didn't feel like he had to move. Like he was a slave and everything, but it wasn't as he did his labor and his job, and there was no physical punishment at this place. Whereas when he got sold down the river, it was a lot worse, a lot more punishment, a lot more torture, a lot more whipping, and things like that. Okay, the purpose of this text is to support slavery. Joe, how do you feel about that statement?
It's false.
False. Why do you think Beecher Stowe wrote this book?
I don't know, I guess just to really show, not show, the positives of slavery, but, I don't know, I think he was just trying to show the life of a slave,
Right.
and just to tell people what it was actually like.
It was an abolitionist novel, so she wrote it to show people the truth about slavery. And now that you guys have worked in your individual groups, you will have this is like an emotional reaction. So they're kind of graphic, but I know you guys can handle it because you're AP. And yesterday we looked at a video. So how do you feel about this?
is his skin from whippings or like an infection from being in the field? I can't really tell.
This is actually a picture of him being whipped. They, I know in southern states they wouldn't lynch their slaves because they didn't want to lose their money. So if you killed them, then you lost your money. So this was just whippings from, I don't know the reason, but I know it was like lashes, with like a belt, and they had there were strips like this big, like switches. They call them switches, and they had silver little like things that stuck into your skin. So, do you think this image portrays Uncle Tom as when he was traded down south, sold down south? All right. And that's pretty much it.